The Avalanche are finally getting healthy, but just when it feels like the roster's complete again, we lose another key piece. It's been the story of the season so far. Every step forward comes with a new challenge. But here's why this might actually be a good problem to have. Welcome to the Avalanche Report. I'm Russ. We are your daily stop for all things Colorado Avalanche. We break down every shift, every stat, and every storyline that any Avalanche fan needs. If you like this team like I do, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single episode. All right, let's get started with some of the big stories. Well, there's some optimism for the Avs as Mackenzie Blackwood officially comes back and joins the team after a short conditioning stint with the Eagles. Now, we don't know for sure yet if Mackenzie Blackwood will be starting in the nets tonight against the Boston Bruins, as Scott Wedgwood has looked fairly good but could use a rest after starting the first 5 games of the season. Hopefully we hear soon whether or not Blackwood will be ready to go. I can't wait to see him in the nets and absolutely appreciate what Scott Wedgwood has been able to do in relief for him while he recovers from that injury that he suffered last season. However, it's not all good news for the Avs as forward Joel Kiviranta is now officially out indefinitely, announced today by the Avs, and the Avs will be putting into the lineup tonight Zakhar Bardakov, who had an unbelievable preseason for the Avs, and I am excited to see what he does, but Kiviranta was looking really good in the bottom half of the lineup, and it'll be interesting to see what else happens with that lineup. However, we do know one other piece of news when it comes to the lineup for the Avs tonight against the Bruins, as they will be moving Victor Olofsson to power play 1 to see if his play from the beginning of the season can translate and help upstart the power play for the Avs, which has looked shaky at times so far this season. Olofsson has a great shot, and I hope that we can set him up with some great plays. Now, what I've loved about the early season for the Avs power play is the amount of movement that you've seen throughout each game, with McKinnon and Necas moving around the entire power play rather than staying in their spots on the outsides. It'll be interesting to see what that power play looks like tonight against the Bruins. Now tonight we get a treat by getting to see the upstart Boston Bruins coming to town in Denver to play the Avalanche. The Bruins are sitting on the season at 3-2 while the Avs are 4-0-1. And of course, we're going to have to look out for several of the players on the Bruins. The one player you always have to look out for when you're playing the Boston Bruins is David Pastrnak. Pastrnak is sitting at 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points and a -1 on the season so far in only 5 games played, helping the Bruins to their 3-2 start. Between the nets for the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman has been getting most of the starts, getting to play in 3 games with a record of 2-1, a 2.68 goals against average, and a save percentage of .916, while Jonas Korpisalo, who is the relief backup goaltender, has played in 2 games, getting a record of 1-1, but allowing 3.5 goals against and only having an .851 save percentage. I would assume that Jeremy Swayman is getting the start, but we have not heard an announcement from the Bruins just yet. Now, if you happen to watch this video before the Avs and Bruins take on each other, feel free to drop the predictions in the comments down below. And finally, we have confirmation that the Avs will in fact be wearing a Quebec Nordique jersey tonight against the Bruins. Several news outlets have posted that the Avs will debut their new jerseys, and we got to see a taste of that this morning in practice as the Avs were breaking in new pants, gloves, and our goalies were wearing new equipment to match the new uniforms. Mackenzie Blackwood was sporting a retro brown kit to go along with his Quebec Nordiques jersey. I'm super excited to see that in action tonight. No word yet if the jerseys will be available to purchase at the game, as if we remember, the Los Angeles Kings debuted their new jerseys in the home opener against the Avalanche, and at that time they announced that they were going to be actively selling the jerseys during the game for the very first time. So, Avs fans who are going to the game, you may be in for a treat. You may be able to purchase these new jerseys in person. I, for one, will definitely be purchasing one of these jerseys once they're available online, as I do have the maroon Quebec Fleur-de-Lis jersey that the Avs sported a couple seasons ago, as well as the 3rd Colorado jersey that I have behind me. I absolutely love collecting jerseys and can't wait to get my hands on one of these new jerseys. How excited are you for the Avs to be sporting an actual Quebec Nordique jersey for one of the first times ever here in Denver for a game? That's it for the Avalanche Report. The Avs are heating up, the lineup's evolving, the new jerseys are out, and I'll be back tomorrow with a breakdown of the game for tonight and any other news that happens for the Avalanche. So make sure you're subscribed so you get your daily fix of the Avalanche Report. I'm Russ Dornish. Go Avs, go.